Hi everyone, welcome to Josie's Creative Corner. We'll get straight into it because we've got lots to do today. So, today's kit: card bases as always, paper, ephemeral. Now the paper is been designed to be either Christmassy or non-Christmassy. I have gone for non-Christmassy, so I've done my cards non-Christmas, but ephemeral is a little bit of both. I've then used flowers, which are designed, cut in-house, greenery, which is designed and cut in-house. Now this is the Christmas sentiment sheets, but again, I didn't make them Christmassy, so I went ahead and I used this one, which is more of a happy birthday kind of thing. And then we have some goals. Now I've only had enough time to make a few samples with this kit. Put one aside, and in no particular order. Let's see if we can get a wee bit closer. There we go. Now, obviously the inks you'll have to supply yourself, the glitter, and I've used frills in the center. You can use stamens or anything you want to. So that's one, 2, oops, upside down, 3. This one is the one I had the biggest issue with because it does say Christmas on the paper. Next time, or if I was to make this kit again, I will use a different paper. There is plenty of paper left over, as always. Which way do you go? You go, oopsies. Sorry guys, I'm only doing it one hand at the moment. This way. So again, beautiful flowers. Ignore the spindling one. It's a bit of hot glue string still left that I haven't cleaned up. I'm trying to do this quickly so I can upload it and you can have a look at them before we start class. And I gotta say, this one is probably not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. I've got a couple of favorites in this set, and I just love how this one came out. And again, I've used the same frills and glitter on it. Beautiful. So this is it for today. I'll put the video on making the cards. Like I said, if you are gonna make them Christmassy, you won't have any issue. You got your Christmas sentiments in there, and you got lots of ephemera and Christmas sentiments in the ephemera pack as well. If you're not gonna make it Christmassy, I will tend to use a different type of paper on here. Beautiful. See you guys later. Here comes the video. So the first thing we're going to do is color our flowers. I put my flowers in a little container, and we're going to use, so I got out of my stash, goldenrod, paradise teal, red geranium, and garden patina. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use all of them yet, but I guess we'll see. So let's put them aside. So we got 2 blues, 1 yellow, and 1 red, and I get my brushes for them. So brushes, a reddish, blue, and yellow, orangey. So those brushes will do. And a piece of scrap paper. Okay, let's get started. These are very easy to color again. So, and I think a mixture of the garden patina and paradise teal will look really nice. Again, I want them very light because this collection, while bright, it doesn't need anything to stand out there. So I didn't go for a dark blue for that reason. Okay, so, and I'm just going to color a little bit of the tips only. That is all I'm going to do to these flowers. I believe again, these flowers are designed by me. So I design them and cut them in store. So it does take me a little while to get them done. And I have 3 different sizes. Let's see if I can find them. You won't see too much difference in sizes. They're literally millimeters between a large and a medium and a small and an extra small. So that's 1, 2, 3, and there is at least another size in there somewhere. That's another small ones. Okay, so it looks like that's that one. But like I said, because if you put them on top of each other, they might be slightly different, like that one, for example. There we go. So they're slightly, let's see if I can bring it up, smaller in size. Not enough to make a difference as such, but once you put them all together, they will look fantastic with different sizes. Okay, let's finish coloring in. So that's it. So I'm going to do my flowers like that. And again, we have plenty of flowers, so you can pick how many you're going to do. I haven't done my cards yet, so I don't know how many I'm going to do. So I'll do next one, I'll do a garden patina. Clean up my brush. And you can see the two different colors once I put them next to each other. Okay, let's see how that looks. You can see the two different shades, maybe in white paper. They're just slightly different, and they will look fantastic next to each other because you will have two shades. For the centers, I'm going to go on a little dab of the goldenrod, and it is literally a little dab. And we'll do our flowers like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any reds yet, but why not? Let's get a couple done just in case we want to use them. And with the reds, I will use the same coloring in technique, just at the tips. Probably better if I put it over here so I don't have to go over screen. And then a dab of yellow. And we're going to do our flowers like that. So I'm not going to do them on screen, obviously, because otherwise we'll be here all week. And I'll come back when we're ready to put our cards together. So as I'm colouring in, I did my colours like we were doing here. But what I thought about, I wonder what it will look like if I don't use the yellow. And it actually looks quite nice. So I've gone ahead and done the rest of my flowers without the yellow in the centre. I've just put a very light touch of this one. And again, whatever color I'm using, I'll do on the inside. So as I'm going through, all I do is very, very lightly, just enough to give it a bit of a shadow. And then we'll see what it comes like when we color it. I might do another one nice and close. Yep. So that's the flower. And that's my center. Very, very lightly. And yeah, once we shape them, I'll finish coloring in mine, and then I'll come back and we can shape some of them and see what they look like. But I think I'm going to use the blue and not the yellow. I don't know, the yellow seems to be a bit fake. That's a good color. I mean, some people might like it, but I'm leaning towards just the blue on blue. And I'll see what the red on red will look like first before I color them, and I'll come back and show you what the red on red looks like. Now coming back to the flowers, that's my red on red, and I quite like how they look compared to the yellow center. I like my red centers better. Very, very lightly again, and I think I'm going to do the rest of my flowers without the yellow. Let's start shaping our flowers. So we will need our shaping mats, some shaping tools, more shaping tools. If you have a golf tool, that would be quite nice too. And let's get started. So what I'm going to do with these ones is I'm going to use my golf tool, and I'm just gonna go with the hard mat on top and the soft one at the bottom. And I'm just gonna press and pull. Oops. And then turn them over, and with a ball, press in the center. And that makes a beautiful little flower. I still do have the yellow ones, so I will probably end up using them. This time I didn't color my backs because I don't think we're gonna see them at all. So again, press and pull. Turn them over and press down. That's it. So I'm gonna do all my flowers like that. If you don't have a golf tool, but you do have one of these, I will use a smaller one. And again, press and pull. If you can't pull because it catches, just press and go down and press again, go down and press again a few times. It still gives you a very similar look. And that's all we need. Okay, I'll do those. I'll do my reds. Oops, I colored that one blue and red. How lucky am I? This one gets two. Okay, I'll go a red. And again, if you don't have a golf tool, just a ball tool will go do. And press in the center, and that's our little flower. Beautiful. Okay, I'll go ahead and shape all of those, and I'll come back and we'll get our greens ready. So we're gonna color in our greens. I picked two green colors, a leaf green and a seagrass, just a light and a darker, very much. And I will need a scrap paper, and I'll use the same paper as before, just to see if I can find a clean spot. Now, after you're done with your scrap paper, if you do happen to, for example, I'll show you, mix up your colors, for example, a bit of green here, and you have dies, leaf dies, you can actually cut your scraps and the leaves will come out really colorful, or whatever dye you have, even if you have a frame dye or something like that, it will actually come out quite cute. Try it. Don't throw away your scrap paper. Okay, so let's color this one in. I'm going to go with the seagrass in first. And I'm going to do it in a clean spot so you can see me. And we have a delivery truck pulling up. I wonder what goodies we're getting. And then I'll go with the dark leaf and do my outside. Okay. So that's my greens. And I've got a few different ones. Now, what I might do, if you want to do it all at once, is and then just your so have a look at this. They came out okay. What else? We got this shape, and again we can go and go up. And then just do the highlights. Normal. So with the greens I will color the backs because you probably will see it, but I won't be too crazy about how I color the backs, just as long as it's not a stark white. I will be happy with it. Oops. So we're going to stop there with the colouring in. And what we're going to do is a little bit of shaping. Now these are very easy to shape because you can't do too much with them, and you have to be careful that you don't break them because they are quite a fine cut. So all I do is, even with your little something round, a pen, a pencil, give it a little bit of a shape, a little bit going this way, a little bit going that way. That will work well for this one. With this type, I just give it a press, and actually again your little one will work as well if you don't have a golf tool. And all I'm doing is press, move, press, move, press, move, press. So after you get used to it, after a few times, you'll do it much quicker. And there's my leaves. Okay. Same with this one. Oh, I didn't color that side. Let's get green. Yep, just very quickly. Only because we don't want that stark white. And I usually shape from the back. And again, if you really want to, a pencil or something like that, and you can shape the leaves this way. And that gives you, we'll do that one the same. You can shape the leaves this way. Just depends what you like. Personally, I make so many leaves that I just need them done quickly. And that, once it's on your card, it will flatten a little bit. So don't be too obsessive on how much shape there is in your products. Okay. That's it. I've only colored a couple, as you can see. I do have quite a number over on this side, which I'm going to leave for now until I decide what my cards are going to look like. So I'm going to clear out my desk and we're going to start decorating our, making our cards. Now for card bases, we have square cards. And let's see what we can come up with. So our papers are here. I quite like that. So I will get my pencil and if I was to measure, I am guessing it would be 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. Let's see how good I am at remembering my sizes. Yeah, I'm happy with 5 1/4. By 5 1/4. Now what I will do is I will ink my edges, and I will get my garden patina. And we want it the opening. I want my image this way, and then just make sure it's nice and center. That's it. Beautiful. Here we go. Oh, I almost made it the wrong way. So, that one there. And this one will sit here. So put my hot glue down. Now obviously you can use any kind of glue you would like. I'm just using hot glue because I want it done fast, very quick drying. And that one there. Then we need a little flower. Pop it over here. Just very indecisive on what color flowers I would like to use today, that's all. I'm actually going to stick the red one right smack next to it. There it is. Now, these are fantastic if you need to press and you don't want your flowers to squish down. Then I'm going to take some green and I'm going to start breaking it apart. And again, they're fantastic. If the glue dries on it, just pull it off. Or if glue sticks to it, just pull it. Wouldn't mind another little stick. Maybe down here, like that. Oops. Because you're going to see that, and I ripped that, I'm going to cut it to make it look nice. There we go. That's very pretty. Now, I do have some of these that I would like to place on top, and then I'll put my flowers around it. See how we go. Now, I will shape this one as well. And again, you can shape it just by giving the leaves a little bit of a twist and turn. And then what I will do is I'll do a little and then larger in here. So it holds it up. And pop it there. And then we'll go back with our green. And pop that underneath it. That one. Let's see what else we got. I know we got lots. Just deciding which one is the best. So I like this one, but it's too long. So I'm going to break it there and I'm going to pop it like that. Don't be afraid of breaking your greens. Even if you think, oh no, it doesn't look good, it will. It will. And then the other one. A little bit more hot glue. Pop it on there. Come in there. Come on. Beautiful. We'll put our flowers in. Okay, so I'm thinking we start with the blues and move into the reds. Let's have a quick look-see. That one. That's what I forgot. My gauze. I wonder where my gauze went. Right. Now, it's a little bit too late for me, so it won't look as good, but if you can put some gauze underneath it, it will actually look fantastic. And I will show you anyway. Because I'm great at disguising things that don't look good. Okay, so now don't do what I'm doing because you'll end up burning yourself. Just do what I said, which is do it before you put that down. Stay down there. See, no one will know that I just added that unless they're watching the video. And then we need another little piece here. And like I said, obviously, if you are following along and you're watching the video, pop your gauze down before you put this part on. Excellent. That looks quite good. A little bit more greens, and I would like this little one on top of this little piece of gold. Yep, this one down there. Okay, let's continue putting our flowers on now. We've got our goals on. I think that looks perfect. We could keep going, but I still need to do my centers and my glittering. So I think I'm gonna stop right there. And that's our card done. So our next card base, get this one again. 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. Or just under that 5 1/4 line, because I would like a little bit of an edge. Beautiful. And we're going to ink it. This time I picked up Paradise Teal, just a bluey color that matches. And blue. All my glue containers are only a third full, so I really want to use them up so I can actually get rid of all the containers. I've got like 7 or 8 of these hanging around, and because they're not full, I keep putting them away. Okay, so that one and right there. Now I would like some white paper in there, so I've decided I'm actually gonna go 4 1/2 by 4 1/2. So just some, you can use some white cardstock, you can cut another of your card bases, whatever you want to use. And I will have my white right there. Then I will pick up this paper, and that was 4 1/2, and I would like a white border there, just a white border. So 4 1/2, and I will go back probably 1/8 of an inch. So just enough to give it a bit of a white border. Okay, have a quick look what it looks like, and we want it going that way. There we go. I think I might want that border slightly bigger, so I'll just take a little bit more off. So it will be 4 1/4. Let's see what that looks like. That's better. Excellent. That's a bit more doable. Okay, so I will color my ink my edges, but this time I'm gonna go with the red. Okay, because I'm right. And then we'll and you back away if it works, so and synchronize it, and I will put this down. Okay, let's see if I can center it. Perfect. And then inside here, I would like another one. And I think this size is good. Let's see what size this is. This one is 3 1/2. So let's do another one at 3 1/2. And my edges on the other side are not straight, so we can them off as well. 3 1/2. Pretty good. And then I'm thinking that one on top. Now this time I'll get a pencil and mark it. About there. And there it is at just a little bit bigger than 3 1/4. Okay, and go back to blue. On pieces. Okay, so with this one, what am I thinking? Nice and hot. And ow, 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 ow. There we go. Next, we want a bunch of greens. Okay, and this is done. So next one, so what else have we got? For this card base, I would like to use these two. So we know that side is 5 1/4 already. So I'm just going to chop it at 5 1/4. Now I would like to be this way. So 5 1/4. Just a little bit under so I can ink it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it around to the part that I would like to keep, and I'm actually going to cut it at 2 1/2, and you will see why. That will be my top. Now this one, I want it to go this way. Is 3 and oh gosh, you're gonna 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 3 7/8. Actually, we can go a little bit smaller. Then we go, oh look, 3 7/8 will do. Just overlap a little bit more, and then the normal 5 1/4. And I want that to show because I like the image down here, if you can see it. Beautiful. So what I'm doing with this card is I'm going to place that there, and then I'm going to stick this on top. How cute is that going to look? Okay, first thing is my ink in the edges. So what to do with this little one? Okay. Yeah, make sure it's straight. With this one, because of the stripes, if it's not straight, it will show quite a bit. But now that is perfect. I quite like this, how I look him out. That is very, very pretty. Let's get those again. And again, some glitter, some centers, maybe some pearls. I would like to use these two together. What I'm going to do with this one is I would like a little bit more of a white border. So what I will do, instead of 5 1/4, I'm going to go a slither more than 5. So probably 5 1/16, if you want to know the exact number. And then 5 1/16. Although I like that image, so I'm gonna go this way so that I don't lose it. Having said that, we might end up sticking something on top. So that's 5 1/16. I'm going to distress this one. Then I quite like this one. I don't want the whole thing. I just want a small square. Which what I'm going to do to work out how big I want that is I'm going to mark it there and see what I have marked at. Let's see if I can see the mark there. So it is 3 3/4. That works quite well. Better not cut my finger off. And then 3 3/4 again. And we'll distress it again. Now this one's a little bit harder to do. Let's see what we can do with this one, eh? Well, where are my flowers? There. I'm going to start with my flowers first, and Kiss is home. If you cannot hear it, the baby's at home. I think we can finish this card with one in. Jumping into my books. You will be the cat, see the duck. The duck is anything, you will dogs. Happy dogs and pet them. Happy duck. So my dog's very friendly. Oops. Oh, you're done. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. Let's see what I have to do. Go get the shopping on the back. Okay. Look at that. That came out quite cute. Very, very cute. Okay, so we'll get on with the next one after I settle everybody up. Now this one says Christmas, so I don't know if I want to use it, but we can try. Let's see. So we're going to use card base, and what I'll do is I will only use bits and pieces because I don't want the Christmas to be seen. And first thing, I'm going to distress it, I think. Yeah, I will distress the edges. And I'm going to rip it, and I know I'm going to rip this side. So I'll distress this side. And then I'm going to rip it. And then I'm going to go to this side. So I will distress it. And I want it to show the white, so we go this way. And that will go well, like that. So what I normally do when I do things like this is I know I'm gonna start tucking things underneath it. So I will only be gluing down the corner. I will leave this part until I am done and the card is ready. So tuck that in. Now, if you're watching the video and you know what the card looks like, you will be able to glue as you want. So that one goes there. Now I'm going to go back to some of the leftover bits and pieces we have. And I like these ones. And obviously, it needs to go that way. This is a longer one, so we might put it there. This is a shorter one, so we might put it there. And all I do with this one is I will mark it so we got straight here, and I'm going to confuse the heck out of you. And there, bring my cutter in, look at my pencil mark, and cut it. And then the other pencil mark was down here somewhere, but I've misplaced it. So let's have another look. So this is gonna go there. So the other pencil mark is here somewhere. Bring it back. This is if you want to get rid of your strips. And that will go quite well there. And then all I'm gonna do is break it. There. So it looks like it's meant to be there. Distress my edges, even though you're not going to see much. And if I have confused you too much, you can just follow along, stop the video and do it by trial and error. Or you can do something completely different with your leftovers. That one goes there. And the same with this one. So this one I want a larger area coming over here. So I'm going to go and say I want to cut it pretty much there. And then coming down here, we go down about there. Bring the cutter back. That one there. This one there. Let's have a quick look. Perfect. Once we distress the sides and rip, it will look like it's meant to go there. And you will never know that you don't have the other part underneath it. Okay, there and there. Beautiful. Okay, so this one, what are we going to do with this one? Got a couple of ideas. It's a bit too far up. Let's bring it back down. There we go. So we'll get some gauze, and as always, pull some of these off. I'm going to pull a lot of them off, make it as scruffy as possible. So I'm going to cut some cardboard into little square bits. Thank you, Tintin. I really wanted your help. Now go away. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start layering it. No, darling, come on. Go find Daddy. Daddy's got food for you. Down there. Oops. Watch out for your fingers if you do this. So all I'm doing is I'm layering my cardboard up because I want this flower. Oops. I'm destroying the place down as well. I like that. Now, do we want 2 or do we want 3 layers up? Now, I will say 2 for this one. And then a little bit of a dimension. A bit of glue right there. And that one will sit right there. Look at that. Now, I would like to put another one here. Let's see what we got left over. Got something like that. Give it some slivers here and there. And again, upside down, turn it over, press in the center, and then stick that one right half underneath that one. There we go, right there. Now, it's got Christmas paper on here. So you can find a Merry Christmas sentiment or something like that. I'm just going to do just saying hello. And there's something else I want to try. Now, if this works, fantastic. If it doesn't work, well, don't do it at home. Let's get our blue. Because it's so Christmassy, I'm not too keen on it. So I'm hoping that by putting some blue on it, I can hide that Merry Christmas. No, it doesn't hide it at all. So I'm pretty much stuck with that. But since I've done it there, I'm going to go and do some blue over here. Just because it matches then. Okay, just saying hello. Oh dear. Okay, some glitter, some frills, some Santas possibly, and this card is done as well. I know these tags are very Christmassy, but I can try and hide the Christmas. I am humming and ahhing whether I want to distress them or ink them, and I'm going to distress them. This one, it could be a happy birthday if I stick a happy birthday. Let's see our sentiments. Now, very simple card, just some glitter, possibly some pearls or something in the center, and it looks fantastic. And that's it for this one. Let's take a photo. That's it, that's all done. That's our 6 cards that we made. What was I going to say? I was going to say, yes, I left a couple without sentiments because I want a larger happy birthday that goes around here. And with this one, maybe something small tucked in here. Other than that, I'm quite happy with how these came out. And of course, there is lots of paper, cards, and flowers, greenery left over that you can keep on crafting. Well, if you liked how to make these ones and you want to see more videos, just like, share, subscribe, and you'll see everything we do. Bye for now.